Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Wong here, back again with another video. And today we're going over the top 10 most anticipated sneaker releases of mid-2023. So in the beginning of the year, back in January, I did a video on the top 10 most anticipated Jordan releases of early 2023. Now that video was really popular. I know a lot of you guys liked that one. So this is why I decided to continue that and do another top 10 most anticipated sneakers of mid-2023. So as opposed to my older video, in this one, I'm opening up to other sneakers besides Jordans. So yup, I'm not gonna keep it at Jordan brand. I'm gonna decide to open it up to other brands. So yup, I basically curated a list of 10 sneakers that are releasing within the months of May all the way to August. Now keep in mind, this list is all entirely in my opinion, so there might be some shoes that you don't personally agree with. You think that there's some shoes that are not on this list, but whatever it is, just leave a comment down below because I do want to hear your opinions and I want to hear honest feedback. So yep, today we're going to be going over the top 10 most anticipated sneakers of mid-2023. Let's hop into it. Alright, so coming in at number 10, we do have the Kobe 4 Protro Mambacitas in the white colorway. Now last year, Nike released the Mambacitas in a black colorway, and I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people were able to get them. Finally, we have another pair coming out in a white colorway. Now this pair comes out on May 1st, which is on Gigi Bryant's birthday. Now again, this sneaker is supposed to pay respect and homage to Gigi Bryant. On the back of the shoe, you have Gigi's name written on the heel, along with her number 2, which is obviously her team number. Now, for those of you who are Kobe fans, I'm really happy for you guys that you get another opportunity to get another pair of Kobe's. Now, unfortunately, I do think that they're going to be coming in limited quantities, so I feel like they're going to be pretty hard to get. But nevertheless, the Mambacitas are still a really nice shoe, and I think a lot of people are going to go for them. The shoe is definitely going to sell out. So here we have it in number 10, the Kobe 4 Protro Mambacitas in this white colorway. It is a beautiful sneaker. Moving on to number 9 in this list, we do have the Jordan 3 Lucky Greens. This shoe definitely reminds me of the reimagined white cement 3s that released earlier this year because of the cream midsole that just complements the green so well. I just feel like when it comes to cream and the color green, they just go together. I think that this shoe is definitely going to be a sleeper because I know a lot of people are not going to go after them. This shoe only comes in women's sizing, so in any time that Nike likes to release a shoe that is for women, you don't see a lot of guys wearing them, mainly because the sizing is limited. A lot of guys with bigger feet will not be able to get a pair of these. So right now they're going for around retail, but they are releasing on May 18th. I know that they're going to be sitting for a while, and we're probably going to see these sitting on shelves for a long time. If any of you guys wanted to cop this pair, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very easy. I wouldn't even stress too hard on these. You might even be better off paying prices on the aftermarket on StockX because they probably will go under retail. But nevertheless, this shoe is still a really solid pair of Jordan 3s. So I think just because the resale value wouldn't be so high on this pair, I don't think that that defines what the shoe really is. Still a valid shoe. I still think it's really nicely executed. So coming at number 9, the Jordan 3 Lucky Greens. Alright, moving on to number 8 on this list, we do have the Nike Zoom Romero 5s in the worn blue colorway. Now this pair is dropping on May 12th. This particular colorway is on the list because personally for me, I've really been wanting a pair of Romero 5s and I haven't had any chances. Honestly, I'm looking for a pair of Romeros that are not in this very neutral coloring. I'm looking for a little more expression to the shoe. Now, I don't know if I completely like this shade of blue. I'm kind of hoping that in hand they do look a little darker because I don't know, this seems very bold and loud. Now, I know around the same time they are also releasing a canary pair and a very icy blue pair. I don't really like those other two. I feel like they just don't look the greatest. The Nike Romero 5s are making an extreme comeback when it comes to sneaker culture. Now they came out like about 10 years ago, but now all of a sudden they're starting to be extremely popular and I'm all for it. I really want to own a pair of Romeros just because everyone keeps saying they're so comfortable and I really want a pair for myself. It's just a shoe that I have not tried out yet. So coming in number 8 on this list, we do have the Nike Romero 5s in this worn blue colorway, and yeah, I'm gonna go for them on release day. Alright, moving on to number 7 on this list, we do have the Spider-Man Across the SpiderVerse Jordan 1s. Now this sneaker is releasing on May 18th. It's around the same time as when the movie releases. Now if you guys have been watching my videos from the beginning, you do know that I love Spider-Man, and I do have the origin story Jordan 1s, which are based off of the first movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They did drop this around the same time that movie released, and I just had to get a pair of those. Now looking at this pair, it's not so much based on the Chicago colorway, but when it comes to this shoe, I think that Jordan is trying to take a more animated approach to the shoe. It looks like it's actually a part of the movie, and I've also heard that basically the construction of the shoe has a bunch of different materials all sewn together. So I know a lot of people are going to be going after this shoe because a lot of people do like Spider-Man. Actually, come to think of it, I'm actually wearing my Kith Spider-Man hoodie right now. Yeah, I know a lot of people are just huge fans of Spider-Man. Even though this shoe is not as nice as the original origin stories, still I think people are going to be going after this shoe just because it's Spider-Man themed. So yeah, when it comes to this shoe, personally for me, I don't think that I would ever cop this for the personals, just because I already have this pair, and I think this pair is far nicer than the one up here, but still I think it's gonna sell out. So yep, coming in number 7, we do have the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Jordan 1s. Alright, moving on to number 6 on this list, we do have the Born and Raised Nike SB Dunks. Now I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't know too much about this collaboration of Born and Raised. I don't know too much about the brand, but in looking at the shoe itself and all the different specific details and the features of the shoe, I think it definitely is going to be one of the better shoes of 2023. As you guys can see right here, as opposed to the standard perforation holes with the circular cutting, you do have a more, I would say this is more like star-like or maybe like cross shaped. I don't really know what they're trying to go for right here, but it's definitely different and it's nice, and I like it. I think that these are definitely nice little things that Nike has done when it comes to the execution of the sneaker. So yeah, it's just a nice coloring. Even that swoosh, as I'm looking on the image on my phone right now, has a really nice like iridescent coloring. Yeah, I think that this Nike SB is gonna be one that is gonna be pretty popular. I know that Nike Dunks haven't been doing so well, but at the end of the day, when it comes to SB Dunks and collaborations, people tend to eat those up. So I think that this shoe is definitely gonna be popular. This one definitely deserves a spot on the list for the best sneakers of mid 2023. So let's move on to the next shoe. I forgot to mention that the Born and Raised SB Dunks are going to be releasing on June 1st. But moving on to number 5 on this list, we do have the Jordan 3 Palominos. Now, if there's anything to know about sneakerheads and Jordan brand, is that when Jordan releases a brown pair of Jordans, sneakerheads will definitely eat those up just because it's such a neutral colorway. It's so easy to wear. And yeah, the brown color scheme has just been so popular in the last couple of years. But yeah, this is a standard pair of Jordan 3s in a very nice neutral brown color blocking. I definitely think a lot of people are going to be wanting these. I don't think that these will be sitting on shelves, to be honest. This pair releases on August 19th, so it's one of the latest releases in this video. But still, I think that a lot of people are going to be talking about this shoe. Just like the Jordan 1 Mochas, this is going to be a pair that a lot of people are going to be rocking. I'm calling it right now. You're going to go out in the streets and you're just going to be seeing everybody wearing this shoe. You're going to see this shoe all over TikTok. So yup, I think the Palomino 3s are a really nice pair of sneakers that I think anyone can basically rock. And yeah, this is the number 5 spot on our list. Let's move on to the next shoe. Alright, so moving on to number 4 on this list, we do have the Jordan Airship SE PEs in the every game colorway. Now that was definitely a mouthful and it was really hard for me to say that. But when it comes to the Airship, Nike has been making a huge comeback and bringing this shoe back to life. This colorway by far has to be the best one, just because I think that this very worn blue looks really nice, as well as a little stitching on the back with the every game. Now for those of you guys who don't know, the intent behind this sneaker is that it's actually the same color blocking as Michael Jordan's underwear. Not necessarily like underwear, but more of his like lucky shorts that he wore under his actual game shorts in every single game that he played in. I think it's really nice, and I've been watching a whole lot of other reviews based on this sneaker, and a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about the shoe. I've heard a lot of people speaking very highly of the quality and the materials and the details of the shoe. And yeah, I think the shoe looks really, really nice. But basically, the Airships are the sneaker that Jordan 1s were inspired off of. So you have to pay respect to the Airships in the end of the day. Even though they're not necessarily a Jordan, this is what got Jordan brand started. Gotta pay respect to the Airships. And this every game colorway looks really nice. We'll go with everything. So yep. This is our number 4 spot on this list. Alright, moving on to number 3 on this list, we do have the UNC Toe Jordan 1s. Now, this is a sneaker that a lot of people have been waiting for. When it comes to UNC color blocking on a Jordan 1, everybody will go crazy on this shoe. This shoe is definitely not going to sit on shelves. Now, when it comes to this sneaker, this is one that a lot of people have been really excited for and have been expecting ever since 2022. And anytime you put the UNC color blocking on a Jordan 1, everybody and their grandmothers will go crazy over this sneaker. Personally, for me, I wouldn't cop just because I already own the UNC Obsidian Jordan 1s, which is basically the same thing, except instead of your black toe color blocking that you have here, where it's white on the toe box, you're gonna have a UNC coloring instead. Personally, in my opinion, I always think that the Obsidians are a nicer pair, and I cannot change this shoe for what it is. This pair is still nice, but I don't think it ever will beat this pair. Nevertheless, I still think for those of us who aren't able to own the UNC Obsidians, this is going to be another alternative to owning a pair of UNCs just in general. On the resale market especially, this is one that is not going to be sitting or going anywhere near retail price. Now, this pair releases on July 8th, which is another later release that we're going to be seeing down the road. But yup, when it comes to the Jordan 1 UNC Toes, it's still a great Jordan 1. I personally just wouldn't cop, but it still deserves a spot on this list. Alright, so coming up on this list, I decided to put the Jordan 1 Lows in the black toe colorway as our number 2 spot, as our runner-up. Now, Jordan 1 Lows have been making a huge comeback ever since Jordan brand decided to re-implement that low original cut, as opposed to, now as you guys can see, when it comes to this low cut, it's slightly higher. You can see a lot more padding on the ankle area, as opposed to this original cut. You can see that the ankle area is definitely a lot more, I would describe it more as raw, a lot lower to the ankles. I don't know why Jordan brand has 2 variations of Jordan 1 Lows, but if you ask me, I personally like the original cut a lot better. I still love this Jordan 1 low cut in the end of the day, but if I had to pick between one, it would definitely be this one right here. But in looking at the black toes themselves, this is one of the OG colorways of the Jordan 1. Now, it's super nice, it's super clean, it will match with everything, and who doesn't love that red colorway at the end of the day? I've already seen pictures of people putting cream laces into their black toe 1 Lows. Now, this sneaker is dropping on July 28th, so prepare to expect a very hectic drop because a lot of people are going to be going after this shoe. So coming in number 2 on this list, we do have the Jordan 1 Lows in the black toe colorway. Now, if this was in the high cut instead, I definitely would put this at number 1. But because I feel that more people are excited for our number 1 spot on this list, these will have to do as the runner-ups. And finally, at number 1 on our list, this is a pair of sneakers that I think a lot of people are definitely excited for. This is the most anticipated sneaker of mid-2023, and that is the Jordan 4s in the Thunder colorway. Now, I don't know too much about the original Thunder 4s, but I think the last time this colorway dropped was either in 2011 or 2012. And finally, on May 13th, we're going to be seeing another pair of Jordan 4 Thunders released to the public. They've already had a shock drop in which I personally missed, and I'm kind of salty about that. But when it comes to Jordan 4s, everybody just loves them nowadays. I feel like Jordan 4s are definitely one of the more popular shoes of 2023. Now, the first time that they released the Thunder 4s, I believe it was in early 2000s, and they released it along with the Lightning Jordan 4s. I personally love my Lightning Jordan 4s. I don't think I would ever get rid of them. and I would honestly pick these over the Thunder 4s any day. But nevertheless, the Thunder 4s are very nice. I think they're a lot better than the red Thunder 4s just because that black and yellow colorway is really clean. I'm gonna predict that the best part about this release is that you're not gonna be seeing this shoe go for crazy amount of money on StockX. I think it's gonna be a pretty affordable shoe to get. A lot of people are gonna be able to get their hands on them if they really want them. So yeah, I think this definitely deserves a #1 spot on our list just because ever since the Lightning 4s released, and even before that, we've been waiting a long time, and finally we do have them right here. And yeah, I can definitely see this being in the top 10 best sneaker releases of 2023 overall. So yep, I gotta give my #1 spot to the Jordan 4s in the Thunder colorway. This shoe is probably gonna be, I'm calling it right now, probably like 8 or 9 in the best sneakers of 2023. Alright guys, there we have it. Those are the top 10 best sneaker releases of mid-2023. I hope you guys were able to enjoy the video and at least be able to agree with some parts of my list. But at the end of the day, if you didn't, if you thought that I missed out on a specific shoe, if you thought that a shoe doesn't belong on this list, drop a comment down below because I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button. I hope this video was definitely something that a lot of y'all were looking for. So if you could, please show your love by giving a big thumbs up and also subscribing. Join my community because I'd love to have you guys. Guys, I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you guys can do me that favor and smash the subscribe button, I would love for you guys to be a part of this community. With all that being said, these are the top 10 most anticipated sneaker releases of mid-2023. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.